So I wanted to do a little study video for myself, but mainly for other people so they can kind of see how you reverse engineer a trade here. So we have Dan Irish here at Dan's Game Poker. Amazing trader. And I just wanted to break down one of his trades here. Let's see. Pally. Yes, this is the one. So you see Pally here. You see he made 6,000, which technically it doesn't really matter how much he makes. Just look at the executions. Here, here. So I assume long here, out here, long here, out here, long here, out here. You can look at the entries. So green is a buy, red sell. So he buys 2,500 at 242, and he sells it, or 243 sells it at 241. So he lost $50. No big deal, because I assume when he bought it right here, he wanted to spike. There was a red candle. But after it didn't break down and started curling again, he gets back in 244. Probably right here. And then to make, I assume he sells it, which I'm sure he's not going to be ecstatic with, as it kind of looks like it's breaking down, but almost dead bottom ticks it right here. 247, so he makes all his money back. 244 to 247 is $75, so he's up 25 at this point. And you can see that it's trending up, bit of a wedge pattern here. You can see it. He takes it as it breaks. 2,500 at 267. This is 262. So somewhere right here, 267. Looks like he was thinking about selling it and decides that he wasn't going to. And then maybe you try to click cancel again and it was already canceled. So that's what rejected is. Anyways, and then he sells it at 295 as it rejected 3 here. Like it breaks through 3, it's holding above 3. And then it fails 3, he sells it. So 267 to 295. 65, 75, 85, 95. That's 30 cents times 2,500. $750. Let's just look how much he was risking here. So if he bought 267 right here, he would probably have to risk this 260 area. He's probably risking around 200 bucks to make 800. There's 4 to 1 right there. And I'm sure, had it just like cruised up decently, he would have just sold it all here. But it broke down 3, sold it, and he noticed it's not selling off. It like catches here at this where it bounced from. Hold sideways, perk. That's where he gets long, I assume. Let's see. Yeah. 289. He goes a little bit bigger this time, 3,000 shares. So 3's right here, 289's in the middle, I assume. 279's right here. So he's risking another 10 cents, which means, he's risking 300 bucks. And he got a little nervous with it a couple times. Like, he it dumped here, and he probably tried to put a limit order, and then as it held and starts curling, he probably canceled it, and then as it dumped here, he probably put it in again to see if it would quick spike back up, but then as it holds instantly, he probably canceled it again, and then you can see it cruises up, and he was hoping for a 4 break, I assume, and once it didn't break 4, he just clicked sell, but he got probably a crap fill. He probably was hoping to get filled somewhere up here, 380s, but he got in 350, so 290 to 350. Let's see what that is. times 3,000. So he made 1,800, and he was risking 300. So he made 6 to 1 on that. On a trade that if he would have got filled up here, probably would have got 10 to 1 or something. And so that's breaking down his entries. Now I want to say, like, why is he attracted to this stock? Like, why is he even buying it right here? I can understand why he's buying it right here. You get this wedge, but why is he buying it here and here? Like, why is he buying it here and selling it here and then this? Like, to me, the point has to be the daily chart. Like, something off the daily chart, and it's not just that. It's also, you see this here, slight perk in pre-market, and sure, it fails out the open, but it's like curling. So this could have done it, could have been the daily chart. So what I'll do is you look up, and I already know the answer to it, but I just kind of want to go through the process, pretend like I don't know. So ticker's name is Pally, and let's just go to Finviz, P-A-L-I. So the day was he traded it on the 17th. So the 17th is this day. Any news come out on the 17th? So on the 15th, they announced a reverse stock split, which actually took place on the 17th, but they also on the 17th released some kind of news here. Let's see. So they released some kind of news. Do I know what it means? No, absolutely not. Do I care? No. But you can also see here. Wait, let's see. Ink. Yeah. So they announced a 1 for 50 that on the 15th, it took place on the 16th. Let's see. Yeah. See, and if you put on your E-Trade, you can go to, if you have E-Trade, themes or events, show dividends, earnings, or splits. And I keep the splits on there. But he trades it on the 17th. So I'm not sure on the 15th, because since it was executed on the 16th, if this stock wasn't like a 15-cent stock when it ran here, which would be fine to do, you know. But so on the 16th, the reverse split happens. We have a wash off, right? Day 3, we have a move, we have a split, we have a PR. So I think what he's seeing is he's like, all right, he's seeing this up the open. This is what he's seeing in the pre-market. And he's seeing this daily chart. He's saying to himself, it had a move the day before. It did a reverse split, 1 for 50. It had a PR this morning. It pulls. So he's like, this isn't great, but what's low here? 244. And double bottoms, 244. 244. Triple bottoms. Makes a new low, but it doesn't break down. This is where he got long, I believe. Yeah. Right here. And so you have this pool right here. Let's see. $241. Then you get this perk, and then you get this small slight dip here. So you could say it was something like that, and he's buying in this area right here. And then he cuts it right. See, he's like kind of, there's this low, 247, 247. And then it breaks down 246, and he cuts it right there. I mean, with this volume, it could easily just flush. You take your 246. But as you can see, it holds 245, starts to curl back up. And what's it doing at this point? That's the problem sometimes. It's kind of hard to see on a small chart. Yeah, you see, I can't really even do it. That's probably why I'm missing them. I might need to have a bigger. Because as you can see, it's like, right? Hmm. Problem is, it just doesn't look great. Where today? How's it look on today? So it's kind of like, that looks better. But you can't really draw it. That's the problem, right? So say we start drawing. We run into this thing right here. It's annoying. I think I would have actually. That's why, because I would have drawn it right there, wouldn't I? Ah, okay. So that's why it was confusing me. All right, so he missed an entry right here. And this was 254. So you could have got like 256, 257 versus 245. So like another 10 cents right there. And he catches it at what price? 268. I assume. All right, so I see what he did here. You kind of get this perk up, right? And you see the volume come in, and he doesn't buy it right here. No, no, no. And it stuffs at 267, right? The next candle, it opens at 266. Small pull, 265. And then as it breaks this 267, that's where he gets long, gets filled 268. And then you can see coming up to 3, bounces off 3, holds 3, pulls under, that's where he's cutting. And then you can kind of see it hold up. I mean, this would have been a good ad right here as it goes sideways. Going sideways, going sideways. And you can see he adds right there. Boom. Projects 4 instantly. You see, that's why I was trying to tell you, like, he probably, as it saw it, 397, okay, it's not going to break. And you're not sure you can sell, like, you want it to be able to test again, and, but that very next minute, it opens at 395 and flushes into that same minute all the way to 346. So that's why he got filled at 356. So that's a bit of a tough fill for him. Point is, had a big run, reverse splits, and then has a PR this day. She sees it curling off the lows. It's not acting perfect, but then as it spikes up, gets him back interested, a little bit more sideways, volume comes in, that's when he's really interested. So that's something to look out for. Another note, on this day, 11:15, it actually announced that it was going to do the reverse split on the 16th. And so depending on where it announced it, like, did it announce it somewhere in here, or did it announce it here? Did it announce it here? If it announces it here, this could be a potential entry, you see. You have that spike, it's a bit of a modified low volume ABCD. Spike A, B, higher low C, breaks D, you see. Then we even get another A, B, very small C, but huge D right there. And I think that's just people like, all right, it's gonna have a reverse split. Let's see if we can get a trade off of it. And then it just dumps off. Next day it does the reverse split, sells off, no volume. But like I said, the reason why Dan's interested on day 3, not only is it just a day 3 surge pattern, but this PR in pre-market with a little bitty spike got him interested. I got to keep an eye on these pre-market like PRs for low floats because I'm noticing that's what Dan trades. It'll be some stupid PR that makes 0 sense. It'll be like going to be at the biotech conference a month from now, and it'll like have this BS no volume spike in pre-market, but that's kind of the secret little signal, you see. And then like people are just not paying attention to it at all. Like, and then we don't see it until it's like somewhere like maybe right here, you know. So knowing the daily chart, knowing the flow, knowing that it can do something sneaky off of a sneaky little PR with low volume, I think is going to be key right now. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Let's see here. I'll help you out here. Something I'm looking at. So we've got this stock split calendar. You see, it announces it on the 26th. It'll be payable on the 26th. Sometimes this one's not very good. Let's see. Here, right here. So I think I like this one better, hedgefollow.com. The announcement date was 11/9, but it's not going to be executed until 12/16. So anytime, I mean, let's see if it did anything on 11/9. BBL. Didn't look like it did anything on 11/9. But what's the float? Let's see. That might be the reason. BBLN. Yeah, that's why I didn't do a damn thing. Alright, so announcement. Let's try to see if we can find some that had a lower float. Alright. SNES. So it announced it on 11/16 and it executed it on 11/16. So those are not the most ideal, but we'll see if it did anything. So, let's see. SNES. I don't think that's right. Bear with me here. Because it's saying it announced it on 11/16, but clearly it ran on 11/15 and then split on 11/16. So I believe it announced it on 11/15. If that makes sense. Let's see. This is the one. Yeah, you see right here. Announced SNES. 1 for 20. 11:15 is when it announced it. And the executable date, 11/16, you see? So it's kind of like you got to check all. That's why I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different split calendars here, and I'm gonna start checking them every single day and see if there's something on there that like is announced this day that I don't see on the pre-market gap up scanner, if that makes sense. So like, because if it's on the pre-market gap up scanner, I'll just check them all, and then like I'll go to right here, the.marketwatch.com, and obviously there's nothing here right now, but normally it'll have like a list of the top gaining stocks in pre-market for that morning, and I'll check each one, no matter, even if it's like only up like 0.01%, because like, Pally, it had a spike, but then closed back down before the market opened. So, you have to check them all. And then, but if it's not there, I'll go like on here or here, and let's see. I want to say, just remove it, save it again. Because I want the announced really to be what I'm looking for. Um, yeah, so I'll check this one, I'll check this one, and we'll see like which ones on the day are being announced for a split. Obviously, it took forever for me to say that, but this is something new I'm working. I used to do this back in like 2018, 2017, whenever reverse low float reverse splits were really hot. So yeah, let's. I'll pull up all the sites for you here. But we've got this one, Market Beat, and we've got Hedge Follow, and Finance Yahoo. And see, they kind of showing all of them. Like if I went on what's going down tomorrow, like these are options, but you just look for like a 4 letters. So like TCBP is doing a 50 for 1 tomorrow, and that wasn't on any of my other lists. See? Yeah, see, it's not on here. TCBP. Actually, I need to remove this one. I'm pretty sure it'll stay in the same spot. I'll have to redo those later. But anyways, yeah, so you can see, like, if I didn't check this one, I might not see that TCBP is on there. But so it announced it this day, and look at the freaking run. And this would have been like a 10 or 15 cent stock, making a huge freaking move over this. You would just take high day here. I mean, look, there's no volume, but boom, right over half day. So what is this? 315. You take 315 and you risk. Yeah, you're gonna have to risk 285. So that's 30 cents. So for 10 to 1, you would want $3. 315, 415, 515, 615. So 315. And would you believe it? It actually hit 615. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Look at that. You're like, oh, I don't want to take this. Look at this. I got to risk 315 by 3 or 285. That's 30 cents, man. So I'm going to expect that this stock's going to run up $3 a share. On the very first spike, where does he freaking go from? 315 straight to 615. There's no coincidence there. It went 10 to 1. Do you understand? There's some kind of algorithm out there that gives you 10 to 1. That's my little secret. But then look where it goes to 750. So any little day now, so this is just like Pally, the other one. So, day 3, it tried to make a move, but it just didn't have a PR. So what we want to see now is we'll keep this on watch. I should probably have like a little previous low float or recent low float reverse split watch list where every day I check it and see if there's some kind of little PR, and then that would be a high watch. So that's a good idea I just now got based off of doing this. So if I didn't do this, I would have never got that idea. Anyways, yeah, I hope you really liked this video. Went a little bit longer than I thought, but this is kind of like how I reverse engineered one of Dan's video or trades, and then how I kind of want to go about trading this recent reverse split low float setup, how I'm going to look for them, and how I'm going to play them after the reverse split as well. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy.